Today we are going to start lacrosse, and it's a fun sport. The cool thing about lacrosse is that it is the first American sport. What? You might be thinking, what? I didn't know that. Yeah, I know, right? By the way, online students, this is a lacrosse stick. So in lacrosse, you don't really touch the ball with your hand. So here, we're not allowed to share a ball that somebody else is touching. That's okay in lacrosse because no one's going to touch the ball. You'll see what we mean. You know, the stick itself will touch the ball, but not your hands. So we'll do some drills today that help you learn how to scoop it and all that good stuff. But let's get back to a little bit of history of lacrosse. It's got great history. As I said, it is the first American sport. And yeah, this sport was played in America before the settlers came. I know. So who do you think invented it? What type of people?
Pilgrims.
Oh, it was before they even came. Before the pilgrims came. Yeah. So if it's before the pilgrims came to America, who do you think played this game? Who do you think was playing it in America? Yes.
The Indians?
Yeah, the Native Americans. The Indians were playing this game. Oh, I love the Cleveland Indians. That's my favorite baseball team. Look, I'm even wearing their t-shirt. Go Tribe. I am not talking about the Cleveland Indians baseball team. Come on now, Mr. Tom Lou. Now, they didn't play it for fun. They played it to train their warriors. It was a rough game. And they used it to settle disputes among other tribes. So, for example, if I was on this side of the river and I was in the Wilmot tribe, that's made up, by the way. I went to the river one day and I saw Mr. Highfield, and he was part of the Highfield tribe. That's made up also. And we looked at each other, even though we were on different teams and different tribes, and we thought, hey, you know, this is my river. No, this is my river. Instead of fighting and you know, getting out bows and arrows, the tribes would play a game of lacrosse. And whoever won the game of lacrosse would get whatever they were disputing. So whether that was the land, if it was land, then the winner of the lacrosse game would get that land. If it was an animal, the winner would get that animal. Maybe it was somebody's girlfriend. What? Ew. So anyways, whatever they were disputing, the winner of the lacrosse game would get that, whatever they were arguing about. And, you know, then no one really had to pass away. It was rough, though. It was a tough battle. Now, you might be thinking, the word lacrosse does not sound like a Native American name. When the settlers did come to America, it was the French that saw this game and thought it was really cool. And when they went back to France, they told people about this game and how the Native Americans played it. And they showed people how it was played. And it was the French that made it more of a recreational game and gave it the name, because they didn't really know what the Native Americans called it. So they gave it the name lacrosse. So we call it lacrosse today. But it was first played by the Native Americans. And so, cool little piece of history for you. What? All right, so again, like I said in the last lesson, if you have a lacrosse stick at your house, go ahead and use it. That would work, but I know most of you don't, so most of you are going to be using the milk jug to do this drill. This drill will be done easier outside So I'm gonna go ahead and use the milk jug for most of this, since I'm guessing that most of you don't have one of these. So in this, get outside the house. You're going to be throwing today to hit a target. So you just need to set up a target. So it doesn't matter what the object is. It could be a cone, it could be probably something a little bigger. You know, a shoe's gonna be too small because you need to have a surface where you can actually hit. So something a little bit bigger that you can actually throw at. Let's see what my target is. Oh, there's my target right there. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Like Scoob, you're gonna play lacrosse today. Yeah, I know. So, there's my target. I'm gonna be aiming my throws at Scooby-Dooby-Doo. So in step one, we're going to practice underhand throw. So again, you guys know, opposite foot in front, belly button's facing your target, stepping towards your target, pointing at your target. We're practicing underhand. There's my target, my Scooby. I'm facing my belly button towards my target. I'm stepping with my opposite foot. Remember, in the last lesson, I talked about keeping the opening of your milk jug up so that the ball does not fall out. So I'm going to step and I'm going to try to hit my target. Yeah. So see how many steps away you can get by hitting your target. So that was 2 big steps away. So I got 2 big steps. Let me try 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm a little bit further. Boom, I hit my target again. So now, remember, you're not touching the ball with your hand, you're just scooping it up. So I did 3 big steps. Now let me do 4 big steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm still on the camera. Boom, oh, Scooby-Doo even caught the ball that time. What? I don't know if you can see him. Yeah. Yeah. I caught the ball. From there, notice that every time I hit the target, I took another step back. How many steps away can you get by hitting your target? So it might take you, once you start getting a little bit further away, you might miss a couple times before you hit it. So just keep on going and challenge yourself to get as far away as you can. You can do it! Now let's play the same game, except now let's do overhand throw instead of underhand throw. So there's my target. I'm going to put the object in the back, step, twist, throw. I missed that time. That might happen. So go ahead and practice throwing overhand. Hold the handle. Ooh, I got Scooby-Doo's paw that time. Loose. Scoop it up and take a step further away. So you can step, twist, and throw with the scoop in your hand. So for this next game, you're going to need 2 targets. So you already have one from the previous game. So we got Scooby-Doo over here. He's going to be 1 target. On the other side of the wall, in this case, since I'm in a little pavilion, if you just want to do it in your yard, you can set up another target on the other side. So I got Pooh Bear over here. Ooh, hello, Christopher Robin. I'm Pooh Bear. I'm more of a Tigger guy myself. Woo-hoo-hoo! T-I-double-G-R. One side Scooby, the other side Pooh Bear. So my game's gonna be, now, again, you don't even have to use stuffed animals. You can just have two separate targets, whatever you want to do. And this next step, we're going to play a little game. 1 minute. You have 1 minute to go back and forth and see how many times you can hit the target. Once you hit one target, if I start at Scooby, once I hit Scooby, then I have to go to the next target. So I'm going to be moving around a lot. So I'm going to set up the camera, set my timer for 1 minute, and let's see how many points. You get 1 point every time I hit the target. But again, I can't hit Scooby 2 times in a row. I can't hit Pooh Bear 2 times in a row. Once I hit one, I have to go back. I have to go to the other target. All right, so I'm going to go back and forth. I have 1 minute to see how many points I can get. And every time I hit, I'm going to get 1 point. It's important to say, in the game of lacrosse, you are allowed to run with the ball. So if you have the ball inside your scoop, you're allowed to run left, right, forward, backwards. You don't have to stay in one spot. So you might see me during this 1 minute, especially after I throw, I have to go run to scoop up the ball. You're going to see me moving around. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to start with Pooh Bear this time. Ready, set, go. I got 10 points. Let's see what you guys can get. Hey, this next game does involve 2 people. If you don't have 2 people, just kind of play, go back and forth with your, by yourself. But I want to just not film games like this to eliminate some fun that you might have with a brother or sister or mom and dad that want to do PE with you and get some exercise as well. So in this, one of you will get behind one of the targets, the other will get behind the other, and you'll throw either way, underhand or overhand, and you just play until you get 15. Now, if you're by yourself, just take a throw from target 1, which is Scooby, and then see which target wins. But it's more fun if you have another person. So today's game will be the Scoobs against the Poos. And
why am I the Pooh?
So I'll be Scooby, and Mr. Highfield will be Pooh Bear. You have to stay behind the target, and again, first person to get up to 15 wins the game. So I got the ball in my scoop. On the camera. So set up your target to meet your level. Don't, if you're a kindergartner or first grader, don't put your target so far away that you're never going to hit it. Kindergartner and first graders, your targets are going to be much closer than a 4th or 5th graders, and that's okay. All right, I got 1 point. So Mr. Highfield's turn now. Yes. So a miss. All right, so I have 1. He has 0. All right, I have 2 points now. got the idea? Have fun playing with your family member. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Now you have to do Pooh Bear's voice, because I did Scooby's voice.
Pooh Bear.
I've got a little rumbly in my tumbly. They trained it to train their young warriors. Choo choo! I love train the trains. Good one, Mr. Wilmot. That makes no sense. I'm guessing that most of you don't have one of these. Whoops.
Ready to play.
I didn't want to eliminate. Wait, scratch my back. Wait. Yeah. Optical illusion. He was actually behind me. So I didn't. You guys are crazy.